Hello YouTube, my name is Fanta, and today I'm playing Roller Coaster Tycoon World. This is the early access version, so it does have some bugs, some issues. Right now, I believe the reviews on Steam are mostly negative. So let's go ahead and dive in to see if this game has any merit at all in my first look series here. Let's see if we can actually play this game. I did try playing this game a little bit before, but unfortunately a bug hindered my progress and I was unable to continue. I was unable to even really play the game. So let's see if any updates have come out since then, or I don't know, if the game's even playable. We'll see. So wow. That took another minute to load. So I had to do a jump cut there. My god, that's not a good sign to begin with. So we've got these basic objectives here. Reach a park value of $2,000. Okay, I know how to do all this. At least I think I remember how to do all this. Now, the dumb thing is you can't... I don't know how to turn off tutorials. And every single time I open this, I've done the tutorial already, but it doesn't let me place things until I've hit skip and all these different things that pop up. Let's go ahead and see if we can turn off. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. So we can build a path. Let's go ahead and go with the herringbone path. Why not? That sounds good. Let's just get a straight line going there. Perfect. Now, what's really annoying is that the info booths from the original Roller Coaster Tycoon and the second one and the third one allowed you to sell maps and umbrellas, which was great because you would make so much money. I think the bulk of some of my incomes in my parks was from these damn things. And now, we'll place that, put a path to it. And also, real quick, take a look at this guy over here. There's no walking animation when you're zoomed out this far. It's not my computer. I have a great computer. But if you zoom in, they're doing the walking animation. You know, they look fine-ish. But then you zoom out again, and they're just doing this, like, terrible sliding thing. It's kind of creepy, honestly. I don't like it. Another thing I'm not a big fan of is, see, as you can see, you can't put park maps, you can't do anything. It's just an info center. I don't even know what it does. Another thing is you have to put paths to everything, which is really dumb. You can't actually just snap it to the road like you could in the original games, which made it look a lot better. Now it's got these paths that just don't look as good. That's more of an aesthetic thing. I mean, I'm not going to nitpick too much, but I will point out things that were in the last games that this one does not have. So let's go ahead and start with a thrill ride. Real quick, do you guys remember the swinging ship at all from the first two games? I didn't play much of the third game, so I'm not going to say much about it. But you remember how the swinging ship was such a great ride because it wasn't too big and everybody loved it? Look at the size in this game. If it loads... It's huge. It's absolutely massive. I don't even think it's worth putting because of how big it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with something a bit smaller. Flying carpet. There we go. That's quite a bit smaller for basically the same ride if you want to look at it. I mean, it just swings back and forth. I don't make it easy to line this thing up. So I'm not going to try to make this park too pretty. We're just going to see if it even works. That's the main thing, because like I said before, I reached a point where I couldn't move any farther because the game just would not work. So go to create, I'm going to make a queue, and we'll just do, we'll do flagstone. Give it that kind of, there we go, that actually matches pretty well. And then we'll do... oh, that's Q. Let's go paths. We'll do... I think any of these will really do. It's not a big deal. We'll do stones. We'll do the herringbone again. I was trying to... Do you see that? It was trying to stick to the Q. I'm not sure why. Doesn't make any sense. And then we'll open this ride. Let's go ahead and move it to about 250. Because this is my only source of income at the moment, really. Now the thing is unlike the other game, you have no indication that this is open, really. Let's see what people's thoughts are. No one's thinking anything about it yet. To be fair, there aren't too many customers yet. There they are doing the creepy slide thing again, which is really... I mean, come on. How hard is it to make them walk when they're smaller? That's just lazy. Like, you can see him walking. Oh, and now he's turned colors and sliding again. But okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at the models real quick. They're not absolutely terrible looking. They're a little creepy. I don't like how plastic their faces are. They're kind of frozen in an expression. They do have different walking animations, which is interesting. But, the people themselves are a little bit terrifying. They remind me of mannequins that have come alive. And they clip through each other. So, there's definitely some issues there. Not huge issues, though. Take a look at this ride. Looking pretty good. It's filling up. What I noticed is when they get in the seat, they don't sit down. They disappear and then appear in the seat. So they haven't finished that animation yet, which is really weird. So, let's go ahead and add some scenery to this park. We do need some lights, because unlike the old games, darkness actually does something. In fact, it actually does have a light cycle. So, let's go ahead and put some stuff here. Someone's laughing. It's on the bottom of my screen. Someone's laughing that I'm playing this game. This person's very mad. I'm not sure why. And then we're going to put some benches. Now, the benches are weird because before they would snap to each side, but now you have to pay for each individual bench. And the question is, do I want them off the path or do I want them on the path? I think I'm going to do off, just so there's more room to walk. I don't know how that looks aesthetically. I don't know if that's good. This person's not very happy. Let's go and see why. Oh. Dislikes Italian cuisine. Very random. I can't find any rides to ride. There's a ride right there with barely any line. They can't find a shop. They can't find anything. These people are... Right, family rides. Let's go ahead and make Rings of Saturn. Now, I did put this in another game I had made, but unfortunately, that was the game that didn't work. So let's go ahead and put the Rings of Saturn right here next to the entrance. Yeah, right there should be fine. And it's a family ride, so hopefully it appeals to more people. We'll see about that. Let's go ahead and make a queue. We'll do the sci-fi. We'll actually fit in with the theme. We'll see how many times I can fit in with the theme before I just give up. And then we'll do the herringbone path again, because I just like the sound of that path. I don't really have a good reason. If it would let me... It did this before. It won't let me connect it to this for some reason. I'm not really sure why. So... yeah. We're gonna go ahead and have to bulldoze. We can't even delete that. That's great. That's wonderful. We can't bulldoze that, so I'm not really sure what to do here. Hold the shift so you can elevate the path. Let's elevate this. Shift and adjust the wheel. I liked the old controls. I don't know about you guys. Still not... oh, there we go. So... curve too steep. Have it go this way. A little bit higher up. 17 feet. And then have it... auto-connect. Right there. Perfect. That's kind of nice, that auto-connecting bit. So, let's go ahead and jack up the price about $2. It's fine. Not a big deal. If we start seeing that people don't mind the pricing, then we'll go ahead and turn it up even more. Now, something I don't like, my roommate doesn't mind it. If they'd done it right, then maybe I wouldn't mind it. But when you're hiring the staff, unlike the other game where you just hire them and you plop them on the ground, this one you have to build buildings for. So really mixed feelings about that. I'm thinking I'm going to put them off to the side over here. I haven't really decided where I'm going to put those for this gameplay, just because I'm testing to see if the game is even playable. Let's go ahead and put the janitor right here, which of course I've screwed up already because I didn't rotate it, and I can't do construction on it, so I can't pick it up and rotate it without deleting it. That's another thing I really don't like about this game. Remove. Go to that. So let's go and try this again. Once again, we need the path, which I still feels very frustrating. And you can't just connect that little path to the road either, which doesn't make any sense. So we've got this herringbone. Boom. And then we're also going to put down a mechanic, because this is why I couldn't play the game anymore, was the mechanic. I just could not have them fix anything. I'm not sure why. I'm also not sure why the building was yellow. Usually it's green when you can place it. So let's go open these up. We only need one mechanic right now. We only have 2 rides. And let's just do 1 janitor for now as well. Still complaining that my park is very dark. Let's go ahead and put some scenery around. Some benches. Is that a gnome? It's like a gnome. I'm not really sure why they have gnomes, but that's fine. Place these around. Can't place it. There's this weird error. Like, I can't do anything over here. It won't let me place anything on that side. I'm not sure why. Put that there. Put that there. It doesn't tell you the radius either of the light, so you kind of just have to guess where to put these lamps. So these rides are doing pretty well. A lot of people are very happy. We've got this path going up and around over here. And everything seems to be working out. This is cool. Let's go and put Space Wars. This was very popular as well when I made my last park. I think I have to delete these trees before I can place this. I don't think I can automatically have it. Yep. I need to delete the trees. And the dumb thing is also there's bushes, and you have to get rid of those as well. And they're really hard to click because you only have this. Like, even though I'm hovering over it, you can't click it. You have to be in the middle of the bush to delete it. So let's go ahead and delete all this shrubbery, just because we do want to put some rides over here. However, I don't know if I'll be able to build a path. See, the trees are the same thing. You have to be in a specific part of the tree, because down here, even on the trunk, it wasn't working. I cannot get this bush. Okay. So, let's try to make a path. I don't know if I'll be able to. Okay, cool. I can. Perfect. So, let's go ahead and run a path over here. Now, the thing is I can't even put restaurants over here because the space is too small. Because they don't stick to the path. But we'll deal with that later. So, maybe I'll make like a sci-fi land type thing over here. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not going to focus too much on this park because it's probably not going to work at some point. And then I'll have to end this first look series because it's impossible to play. So, let's go ahead and put the queue. I'll do another sci-fi queue. Put it like down there. Take the path. Go with the herringbone. Connect that there. And close that up. Open up shop. $2. Why not? I think the entry, yeah, $5, so that's not even that much. We want to keep that low, though, because I want as many people in the park as possible. They're spending most of their money on rides. It'll all work out in the end. What I just noticed is I don't have any bathrooms, actually. Let's see. Where do they put park services? So, it does make sense that these aren't under food. The bathroom. Right here. Now, there said something about snapping. Oh, it just snaps it in place. You still... Look at how crooked that is. Because I can't snap it to the... Oh, you can! I take that back, guys. I was wrong. Look at that. Learning new things. I'm sure basically none of you that are watching this has played this game, so none of you could make fun of me for not knowing that. So, you can snap it to the path. I was wrong. Look at that. I'm still butthurt about this, though. This is dumb. You should have multiple entrances, just like the other game. And you should be able to sell things. That was a cool key point of it. Making tons of money off maps. That was great. I am charging 25 cents for the bathroom because I like to be a dick in this game. Lines are sort of building up over here. And then we've got this path over here that doesn't have anything, and it's too small for a ride. So we're definitely going to go ahead and put some food places. What is really annoying also about this game is you cannot move any further this way. Like, it kind of makes sense because you can't build over there, but at the same time, my camera's getting stuck right here. Like, I don't know how big my camera is. It just won't let me move, which is really annoying. So let's go ahead and just put these right here. Spin it around. Snapping, for some reason, it says it's too... doesn't have enough room. But if we look at it, it's perfect. In fact, it has space behind it. Which is really dumb. What the hell? Can we spin this? I don't like that it doesn't get how much space things actually take up. That's kind of frustrating. So what we're going to have to do is move that path a little bit farther away so I can make a food court there. But I can't touch that path now because I really don't want to go through all the trouble of trying to get this to connect and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and just move this section of the path. In fact, that's a good point to bring up. Let's see. There we go. I can delete that. And the people are just as... Oh, they're not as stupid. Good. So they did improve the AI a little bit, just a tiny bit, compared to what was in the first two games, which is nice. Because before they get off the path and they completely forget where they are and who they are. They essentially develop Alzheimer's as soon as they leave the path. So I've got snapping on. This should be enough. Oh my god, this damn bush. So I'm going to delete these bushes because it won't just delete automatically. And the snapping is doing nothing. Yep, it's doing nothing. Let's turn on the grid. Oh, so if you turn the grid and snapping, then you can kind of make it look better. So let's see if I left enough room for these buildings. I should have. There's a lot of room here. I'm not sure why this won't work, and it's not telling me why. So we flip it around. So maybe I wasn't wrong, because this is not snapping for some reason. Okay, so you have to hit N with every single building you want to snap to a path. Wow. You know, I may have been wrong. $7.50 for a burger. Finally updated the prices so they match real life. Oh, it's so sad that it's real life. So it's really... Okay, so now I don't have to hit N every single time. I'm not sure what's going on with this game. It's kind of temperamental, I guess. $7.50 for a soda. Oh my god. Well, that's the base price. I guess I'll go with it. We're gonna go with Future Fish. That's kind of... I like that they've got the themes. It's really cool. I hope they have more themes you can unlock. I believe this game does have Steam Workshop, so you can actually add new stuff and new items and shops and stuff like that. I just don't know how it'll interact with the rest of the park. So, thanks for watching, guys. This is the first episode of Roller Coaster Tycoon. Now, with most series, I do recommend, if you want to see more episodes, to subscribe, just because then you'll know when the next episodes are up. I'm shooting to hopefully get up maybe 3 episodes a week. I'm going to start off a little bit lower with the Fanta Vision here. If you guys want to check out Pixel Party, soon to be called Back Alley Crocs, we're going to be trying to do an episode a day over there. So if you want to watch more gameplays, more craziness, and stuff like that, check out Pixel Party and subscribe to this channel. Definitely leave a like if you do like this series, and have a great day, guys.